hadn't mistook that first bio-operator for a pilot. But come out of that with pretty good shape. So, but now we're got a bit of a problem, like I said. We're kind of stuck here. Dark, I don't want to drive roads I've not cleared yet in the dark. I don't want to drive with the headlights. I'm not tired. It's 1 a.m. I think we'll try to sleep anyway. I do have a blanket and a pillow here. Do I have cough syrup? No cough syrup. 8 hours. Oh, snap. Time goes by, time goes by, time goes by. And, we fell asleep at 8 a.m. Right as I hit the key to say, go ahead and stop, we fell asleep. That's funny. Alright, good enough. Not ideal, but we can deal with it. Alright, let's have water. I have no food whatsoever. Alright. We'll see what we can do. Catching up with chat real quick before we get moving. Either Det Bendy. Yeah, I'm glad you found the channel helpful. That's what it's there for. Help people get into this great game. It's pretty daunting at first. There's a lot of buttons to learn how to press. And if you take it slow and don't sweat too much dying early game, it's very, very much worth the effort. You'll be learning new stuff about it pretty much forever. I mean, I've got thousands of hours into it, and I'm still learning stuff. Not just new stuff that's been added, but I'm still running across old stuff that I just had never encountered before. So the depth and breadth of the game is pretty much bar none. There's not much else out there that comes even remotely close to the amount of variety and mechanics that are built into this one. So feel free to ask either on comments on my YouTube channel or via my Discord channel if you have any questions. Got lots of folks there happy to help out. Alright. Oh yeah. Keep checking chat. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the UI after the most recent update. So there was an update earlier today / late last night that fixed a lot of the minor issues. There's still a couple of things, but for the most part, the classic one is working pretty well for me now. So I don't know if... there's a few people that use the circular movement and vision and stuff, and I understand the reasons to do it. I just don't feel that the reasons are enough to warrant it. It just makes things look a little odd, and I prefer not to do it myself, so... Yeah, the forest in the springtime, the only food is pine nuts. You're not going to find much in the forest for food. It's not like the old days where you could just scavenge bushes for vegetables and eat those. Now, the only source of real calories that I'm going to find if I go into that forest, barring animals, is pine trees. Grab the pine cones for the pine nuts, and grab the boughs for the pine needle tea, which is pretty healthy. But beyond that, I would love to know what you think I'm going to go eat in that forest right now that's going to actually provide any kind of calories. Hey there, Imposter Cure. Yeah, I'm running the Classic, so let me recap. It's a pretty big change. So the interface changes. You can now, when you bring up the sidebar options, switch it. By default, I still don't know the logic behind this, but by default, by default, it's set as labels, which is this arrangement. I don't know why. Yeah, whatever. I don't know who demanded that decision, but for whatever reason, that's what it's set on. And there's a couple of issues I have with the way the information is presented, and it's showing me things I could care less about, and I can't quite pick and choose the items I want enough. So if I want to know what time it is, I also apparently need to be told where the road is, and the sky condition, and the light condition, and so on. If all I want is the time, I have no way of actually getting it that granular to show me just the time. I got to take this whole section, basically. So it's just, with the way that it's organized, there's certain things I don't care about, but they're married to things that I do care about, and I can't quite get it the way I want it. But with Classic Mode, after the most recent update that occurred earlier today, it's almost back to the way it was completely. And actually improved, because I can change a number of things, or add, subtract a number of things, reorder them, and so on. So it gives people variability, which I like, without losing the old style. So it's only a few wriggles left that still need to get worked out. But for the most part, it's back, and I'm not having any problem with it. So. Wild eggs are pretty hard to come across when you've got no survival skill. They can show up, but eggs don't provide anywhere near the nutritional value or calorie value they used to either. They're like 50 or something like that, maybe even less. So, trust me, I've looked. Pine nuts are pretty much the only way to go for springtime forest with any kind of a reasonable time frame. Alright, we're going to turn around. Head back the other way. See if we missed anything back here. Alright, I know I got everything on the road. The helicopter's clear. Off to the south we go. I wouldn't be surprised if pine nuts get an overhaul, or maybe they already have, but they're like 200 calories, which is really good, and they're pretty easy to come across. Alright, so the goal was we were going to check some of these endpoints, then we're going to flip back around and try to get across that bridge. Uh-oh, another body site. Really? I drove right past it and didn't notice? That's interesting. We're got a whole bunch of bodies to the south. Alright, I'm confused. Mess kit is good stuff. Emergency blanket is good stuff. Long rope is good. Alright, it's quite a bit of stuff here. It's a hiking site. Hiking, camping, body site. We'll definitely stop and grab a few things. Don't care about any of that. Grab an inhaler. That's a quest item for NPCs, and I'm trying to recruit a bunch. I want those. Alright, what kind of condition are you in? No wheels. Alright, it's always good to know where those solar cars is. Where those solar car are. Laboratory! And it's weird looking. Oh, it's a fungal infested lab. Lovely. They got the fungal on the top floor. That's always fun. Huh. I've only got one ID card so far. One? Yeah, I've only got one ID card so far. Do I spend it popping open this lab that's got fungus? Or do I check those two endpoints and then hope an endpoint out that direction might be a lab? Oh, that's no problem. You just set fire to it. I could set fire to that wall right there and it would burn out all of the fungus on the top floor and clean it out. Because it won't affect the stairs. So I'll always have access to the stairs. But if I don't use the turret or the lab card, the turret will be there. And I'm not really ready to deal with the turret in an alternate format yet. I'm not ready to settle into a lab anyway, so we're going to leave that one alone for the moment. Fungus on top floor. We'll be back. We're going to check that endpoint, and that's as far as I'm going to go. If that is even an endpoint. That might actually continue. Then we're going to flip around. Hey there, little car. You got some gas for me? Yes, you do. Pine nuts. That's funny. So, hey look, it's pine nuts. 4 pine nuts. As you can see, 200 calories for pine nuts, which is super good compared to most other foods nowadays. That's why you go get pine cones and pine boughs from pine trees in the springtime. When summertime hits, fruit's everywhere. I mean, it's kind of hard to die of starvation during the summertime. All the forests are just burgeoning with fruit. Uh-oh. More bandits! All of a sudden my game's got just bandits everywhere. Cargo truck. I think these are... these diesel? Can't remember if these are diesel. I think I would remember by now, but that's a lot of stuff to try to remember. Alright, we're 55, so we're just about full again. And another state park. Being too many of those. Solar car. Take a look at it, then we're going to take off again. Ooh, 2 completely full storage batteries. That would be nice. That would be all the power I would need to get whatever vehicle I put together up and running permanently. Let's go ahead and have our pine nuts. So, see this pine tree right here? You go and you examine it, pick the pine tree, yes! Now I have 3 pine cones and 7 pine boughs. Let's do one more. Dump the pine boughs for now. Give me the pine cones. And 4 boughs, I guess. Alright, so I now have 6 pine cones. And full of pine nuts. Got a mess kit in here, right? So, 1 pine cone charges in your mess kit, and you get 1 pine nut. To enjoyability, 200 calories. So, from that little tiny 5 seconds of gathering, I just acquired 7 hot pine nuts. That's 1,400 calories out of that tiny, tiny little amount of effort. There you go. We are now full. So, boys and girls, the lesson for the day is pine nuts, pine nuts, pine nuts. Now, do notice the requirement here, survival 2. So, cooking 1, but survival 2. So, if you can't get pine nuts for some reason, that's why you need survival 2. Alright. Alright, so we know it's there. We're done on this side. We're going to head straight across the field here. Maybe we'll hit a body site or a helicopter in this area we haven't run through yet. Maybe we'll find nothing. A whole lot of nothing. Good old makeshift steam engine. Do I need 16 pipes, 90 scrap metal, 4 steel chains, 4 springs, 3 steel drums, an air filter, 2 mechanical pumps, 40 copper wire, a steel frame, 8 steel platings, and water? Why, yes, I do. 62 volume and 500 pounds, huh? Too many useful things in that one little item there. So we're gonna stop driving. We're gonna toss that thing into the vehicle. Not quite enough room there. All right, let's go from here to there. There we go. We have a steam engine in the car. Solves my spring problem. Not that I still have that problem. Alright, let's get up to our massive super speedy cruise of 30. Oh, it's too fast. I'm getting nervous. Alright, so we are... That's interesting. The road almost connects right here to make a loop. Almost never see loops. I don't know, can you even have loops? Maybe I'm misremembering. I don't generally see loops. It didn't quite make the loop. Alright, we're definitely going to follow this to the south, though. Alright, Trifid, fungal fighters. So we got Trifids breaking up the roads again. We're going south from here. But yeah, it does look like the nearby monsters list does need a little bit of fiddling. What kind of engine is that? 4.0 V6 engine. Not a bad idea if you come across these on the road while you're driving to grab one, just because if you look, you can disassemble it for all those parts that you need to replace in vehicles that have broken engines. So a lot of times I will grab one of these just to carry with me, take it back to my base, and then if I have to repair an engine somewhere, I just disassemble the one I have at my base, and it gives me all of the various components I need to fix any engine I come across. I think we're okay on this particular part, though. It's pretty easy for me to come across that stuff, so... Prison? Prison. Arrgh. And look at this. The one space I can't see is what's at the end of the road. Alright, so we got an ambulance, we got a fire truck, an RV. Yeah, that's worth looking at. Not wearing my rollerblades. We're going to change that. Definitely rollerblade location. Sneakers out, rollerblades on. The ambulance first. Adrenaline's awesome. I think I'm done picking up first aid kits. Actually, I can't say that. I recently ran into a problem where I had a bunch of mutations I was looking to do in a challenge, and if I had been picking up stuff I had stopped picking up, I would have been much better off. So, how's this thing looking? Security system's broke, it's got wheels, it's got a tiny bit of gas, got enough battery to get started. Huh. How's the engine looking? Where did they put the engine? Faulty fuel pump. So, if I went and took apart that engine back on the road, I could grab the fuel pump, come over here and fix it. All I need is the mechanical pump from that engine, and I could drive off with an RV. Another not too bad vehicle to have around for parts. I need a kitchen unit. Oh, there's another ambulance over there. Can I remove the kitchen unit right now? Yes, yes I can. Let's do that. Alright, we got the kitchen unit. Got some pretty heavy stuff in my vehicle here. And let's see if we can go over to this before too many bad things show up. Well, I want stethoscope, antifungal, and painkillers. Nope, nope, and nope. Don't care. Whatever. I already got. I can't remember if we got a syringe. We'll grab those. Fine. I'll grab them. So unfortunately I didn't get any tools out of the fire truck. Didn't get the stethoscope out of the ambulances. But we did get a kitchen unit out of the RV. Uh-oh, police spot's coming for me. I see you up there, police spot. Hey, buddy. Let's see if we can do a drive-by siphoning. Where that police... Whoa, that police spot's traveling. No gas. Guy's still trucking his way down here. A lot of vehicles in this area. Armored car, even. Alright, so we're done siphoning. We're pretty much full. There's lots of vehicles nearby. I'd rather have a Humvee than an armored car. Ooh. I don't have Hack Pro yet. Come on, Hack Pro. Hack Pro! Ask and you shall receive. Another one, if you're not aware of, if you're somewhat new to the game, these street sweepers have a chance of picking up these USB drives with Hack Pro software. It's one of the things required to make the control laptop, which lets you take over robotic units. Super powerful, super useful, and I've already got the Robots for Fun and Profit book, so we're good. I can put together the control laptop. I think I might be short on... I have to check the skill requirement. I can't remember what it is again. I don't think I have a laptop yet, actually. We still need a laptop, but those are fairly common. I'll come across one. Gallon jug of wine, huh? Nah, I wouldn't end up using it. Don't want yet another spray can. Yeah, we'll just be happy we got the thing I was looking for. Got the Hack Pro. As soon as I get a laptop and I check the skill requirements, we might be able to put the control laptop. What the hell, game? Stop fungifying the top level of every goddamn lab I come across. What the? That's going to be kind of annoying. So, yay, another lab. Boo. Another fungal top floor. Surrounded by trails. I guess we'll take the other road back out again. Hey there, policeman. Let's chop this policeman up real quick. He might have something useful. Whoops. Let's chop him up with a broadsword. Tom, steel-toe boots. Nope, he didn't have anything useful. Okay, well so far the trip is going pretty good. Found some pretty awesome items. Still don't have the hacksaw. Pickaxe is my next big thing I'm wishing for. Stethoscope and pickaxe. And hacksaw, of course. Hacksaw for standard tool use, and stethoscope for bank vaults, and pickaxe for just all sorts of reasons. Once I go through the whole metalworking chain, I'll be able to make my own, but it's so much nicer when you find one. Another APC, huh? I still don't have the hacksaw that'll let me take off the turret. Yep, this one's got the ammo at least, so we'll grab the turret and call it good. Remove the Browning. I gotta check to see. Oh, it actually removed it with the ammo intact. Alright, cool. Had problems with that in the past. Let's try dropping it back there. So we've got the Browning for whatever vehicle I eventually set up. Military ID card, cool. Got a lot of diesel. No wheels. So we'll note the diesel, leave the rest. Man, I wish I had a hacksaw. Get that stuff. And another solar vehicle. So much power slash energy generation. Whoops. No. Stop that. Get back in the car. My bad. Just about got myself squished. One full storage battery. No wheels again. I think I'll just leave that one. Those aren't particularly rare. Alright, coming back into Triffid land. Okay, so looking at it, we might actually have a corridor right here that will let us get onto that bridge. It's gonna be pretty pretty ugly. This is the back side of the megastore. Oh, perfect. Whoa, except for the Shocker Brute. I'm going to get shocked. That's a terrible location for that Shocker Brute. He's going to shock me on the diagonal when I try to make the turn. Unless I pull him back south a bit first. Let's do that. Let's go into reverse. Come on south a bit there, Shocker Brute. Alright, now we're going to just go right past him on a straight line. Then we're going to turn. Probably got the kitchen unit from an RV. Let's put directions here. Alright, so we do have a clean route across. We've got ants! Alright. So I'm trying to remember, did I solve my crafting problem I had where I was going to use chitin? Or did I bag it because I didn't have enough? What was I trying to do? I'm trying to remember now. I was trying to level tailoring. That's right. I was going to level tailoring. I needed lots of chitin. So, the ants will solve... Whoa! This is not good. This is a chicken walker or tank drone. This is not good. Wherever you wandered off to, chicken walker / tank drone, and are you out of bullets because you've been shooting ants? Notice the lack of a gun in between the barbed wire fences here. That indicates there's usually something roaming, which is a tank drone or chicken walker. Right near an anthill. It's going to be one or the other. Not on my list yet. And we got a main battle tank sitting there as well. Oh yeah, it runs out quick though when it's firing bursts of 15 shots. So they run out of ammo fairly quick when you have ants or anything with large numbers nearby. Main battle tank with treads. Main battle tank might be drivable. Let's, yep, something shooting. What do you think it's going to be? That the, it's catty corner on the other side of the tank. Still can't quite see it. I got to avoid getting close. I got to make sure there's ants closer to it than I am. There he is, chicken walker. Alright. Oh, you just missed chicken walker. Hey there, Mr. Chicken Walker. So, he's busy firing at local ants, which is good / bad. As long as there are more of them nearby than me, he won't shoot me. What's laying on the ground? Sometimes there's good soldier gear. There's the Barrett. So we've got a sniper rifle on the ground and something else I can't see enough. I am going to miss this. I don't know of a way to see the more items. Used to be I could turn off my mini-map and I would be able to see a larger list, but I don't know a way of changing that now. There's an L523 light machine gun. If that's fully ammoed up, that could have a few hundred rounds of 223 or 308. There's the rifle version. So yeah, pretty good spot. Main battle tank and its associated guns, ammo, and it might be drivable, plus several soldier bodies, as long as we can deal with a chicken walker. So the anthill is still ahead of us. Could draw ants this direction. I don't have anything that's going to kill it. It's just a matter of distracting it till it runs out of ammo. or drawing it away so I can get at the tank and the other goods nearby. Let's continue forward a bit. So as you can see, he's kicking out 14 shots at a time. Doesn't take him all that long to run out of ammo. I just have to stay within reality bubble range for it to happen. Notice all the ants are coming his way because of the noise he's making. Whoops! I'm getting a little worried. I might be the closest thing to him now. Nah, there's an ant. Yeah. Supposedly there's an ant like right up here. Where are you? Yep, there he is. So that one should be his next target. Alright, we should be okay, I think. Yep, he's moving towards that other ant. I just want to get to a position where I don't have ants trying to crawl through my vehicle. And this one got a little too close. I have a... They won't break anything because I have a hole right here. They can actually get into my vehicle and try to attack me because of that broken windshield. I can't fix that until I get welder going. But unfortunately, that ant got too close. And he just made noise by banging on my vehicle. Is this going to be an okay spot? This is an okay spot. Nobody's coming after me currently. We can sit here for a bit. Ants are still moving towards him, which is good. Yeah, more like they're just randomly moving. We'll keep walking so we can see what's going on. Alright, he's out of ammo. He's surrounded by ants. Yep. So many little ants to play with. See, if I can get into the tank, I can blast him with the tank gun. Hey there, chicken walker. It's the 40mm anti-vehicle grenade launcher that I fear. He hasn't tried to fire that thing, and I'm not sure if he's waiting for a vehicle to come close to fire it. But I can get into the tank from the backside where he can't see me, as long as those ants sit there and keep him busy. Let's try it. No guts, no glory. Yeah, let's aim the vehicle out that way. Why are you guys all excited and running around in different directions here? I don't want to come back to a vehicle full of ants. I don't know why those guys are running north like that. What the hell made a noise up there that they're all attracted to? That's a little weird. I'm not sure what's happening there. Alright, Mr. Chicken Walker, don't step around the corner and hit me with a grenade launcher. That would be really annoying. I don't care much about that body site. MRE... Oh crap, I didn't bring any carrying capacity. That's fine. Hey there, tank! Anybody need some diesel? I got some spare, I'll sell you. That is a lot of diesel. So, yeah, look at that. We've got good battery supply. We've got a huge amount of diesel. We've got 3 out of the 5 engines that are going to work just fine. It's got treads. So it's perfectly workable. We could drive this thing home. Busted engines are no big deal. It can run on 3. And it depends on what's wrong with the engines. Drive belt, fuel filter, and diesel pump. That one's pretty busted. That one's just a water pump. That's no big deal. Then the other 3 are working fine. So basically, you just disable those 2, and then you can drive it on the other 3. So, your plugs. We are now on the inside. Hopefully we don't get trapped in here. That would suck. let's go to the driver's position, I guess. Started it up, no problem. Camera system is on. And let's go aim turrets. Let's see. Set turret targeting mode. Set the Browning to... Wait, no. Firing modes. Browning, I want you on semi-auto. That's awesome. Now, aim individual turrets. Oh, can't do it from here. Well, that's going to be weird. Can I do it? Most of the ants are dead. They've electrified themselves to death, I believe. Fire? Alright, how do I do this from this thing? Oh, the mounted Browning is out of ammo? Really? Reload? Oh, I hadn't scrolled the list. I've got ammo in my vehicle, but alright, I'll have to use the mounted M240. Don't move. 240. This is gonna make a lot of noise. Actually, this could be bad. I need to just run this thing over, really. Ideally. Because if I fire the gun, the ants are going to go berserk. And I may never move. And if they stack up on the backside of the tank, I'll never be able to get out of here. Or I could remove the wire from behind me. I don't think I'll be able to move through it. Let's find out. Yeah, it's not going to let me move through it. Do I have the turning angle? Oh, I do have the turning angle. Just enough. Hey there, ants. Alright, Trying to run a chicken walker over with a main battle tank. There's all the chitin I might ever need. Right after I drive this into the river there. So we're leaking diesel like crazy. That's normal. Not sure how fast I can get this thing moving. Alright, the explosion's gonna be a bit of a problem. Let's see, how am I gonna do this? I'd like to get the Barrett. I'd like to check that for ammo. Might be a couple hundred rounds of 223. I've got an MRE, an underbarrel laser sights. Don't care about much else that I see so far. Alright. Can't see well enough to tell where the ants are moving. Vision range on military vehicles just drives me nuts. Hate it. Alright, so we're draining diesel like crazy. Which is unfortunate. A bunch of the tanks are in damaged condition. That's fine. I'm actually kind of surprised it started moving with these two being faulty. It used to be I had to manually just turn those off before I could drive, but the starter wasn't bad, none of the starters, so it let me start it up and drive it just fine, apparently. Alright, so Chicken Walker's dead. Use the main gun. You're so funny. So, if I got this tank back across the river, I could use the tank to pop open those two labs without having to use the science card. Blow the front door open and then blow up the turrets inside. My worry is if I get out of the tank, the ants are going to swarm the tank and I may never get it going again. So, trying to get this tank across that bridge and around those tight corners, I'm not sure it would make it. And then I'd have to come back for my other vehicle. So, what to do with this thing? Plenty of chitin out there on the ground for me. I've never tried modifying a main battle tank to make it usable. It's too big. It's 99 times more than I need in a vehicle. They're fun to dink around with, but I wouldn't even remotely consider using it as a real vehicle I'd travel in. It's way too wide. What to do, what to do. I don't think I'd be able to get the tank over the bridge because of the vehicles that are on the bridge. Unless I got lucky and managed to smash them aside without destroying the tank and killing me in the process. Which, anybody that's seen my main battle tank versus scooter YouTube episode knows things don't always go the way you plan. I don't know. What am I going to do here? I don't want to drive it further ahead. I can't see out of it. Great for materials, but I'm not likely going to be able to get it somewhere Actually, I can possibly get this all the way home. Sudbury's where we ran into that problem earlier, but I've got a route right around the Sudbury problem, so we've actually got a clean road. Oh, except for that spot, that minefield. Damn it. I had to cut a really narrow corner to get around that minefield. So close! One minefield keeps me from getting this tank all the way back to our base. So close. Well, see any chance realistically I'm going to get this thing across the bridge. I think I'm going to have to leave it in place. Much as I would love to have a main battle tank sitting at the base for the huge array of material and components to build anything I want with. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to circle it around and leave it at the entrance to the bridge there. That's about as... Well, I guess I could run it north. I just want to get it away from the ants, really, and someplace where I can get to it later. Of course, I'm also wearing my rollerblades. I need to stay on the road. Ugh. Alright, let's just keep driving. I'm gonna drive toward that next city. Get out of the way, you stupid ants. We'll rollerblade our way back to the other vehicle here in a bit. Alright, let's go... Yeah, follow the road. So many ants! Evac shelter down there by the river. That seems like a good spot to leave it in. Let's go leave it down there. Assuming I don't hit a minefield while I'm driving. Okay. Turn off the camera. Stop driving. We are out. So I've missed, and he's hit me 3 times in a row now. He hit me 4 times in a row. That does not bode well. Sure. Let's go find out where Rex, or refugee center is, and get the free mapping. Contacts. Quit. Map. Did it reveal? Yes, it did. Yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't one of those long away refugee centers that'll show you a big long map for. It was real close. Just the other side of Effingham. But we know we have a cleanish route. So other than this little corner here to get onto the bridge, we've got a clean driving route over to Effingham. Unfortunately, yeah, this river must wrap around like so. So unfortunately we have yet another bridge instantly right into a city situation, which is not ideal. Really? I am not used to these roofs. So there's the solar panel that's keeping the computer running. Standing tank, huh? You can actually take it apart. That changes things quite a bit if you can just hop up to the roof of the evac shelter and get access to a standing tank. I assume you're going to get like a 200 liter or some kind of a liquid container out of that. Alright. Grab that, leave the rest. Oh crap, that's right. I am not going to be able to carry that. Were they nice enough to give me a working vehicle to drive back to my other vehicle? Wheels, gas, battery? They were! Come on, engine! Oh, faulty how? Faulty fuel pump! Ah, it's not going to drive, I don't think, without that. Yeah, it's just going to keep failing to start. Alright. Oh, so close! So close. Almost good enough to drive. Now I'm going to have to, unfortunately, rollerblade through town or take a long walk through the field. I don't have my sneakers with me. There's a bunch of zombies here. I would actually like to know if that construction site has an excavator, but it's right where the nameplate is. And our torso health is not good, so any shock zombies, like that shocker brute, is going to cause me problems. This is not good. If I wasn't in such bad shape, I would bulldog my way right through that shocker route and just keep going. I think, though, I'm going to retreat back to the shelter, take my rollerblades off, and we're going to tiptoe through the fields over to this road. And take that road back out. Alright. Rollerblades off. Oh, crap. This is gonna be horrible. 139. Alright, I'll put up with it. We won't take the rollerblades off, because I can't carry them. Well, I could carry them in my hands. 139 versus 104. Alright, we'll do that. Not a far trip. Listener zombies coming to get me! But we got our rollerblades back on. Oh, it's one of those good trailheads. Yes, I know I'm meleeing him with my bare hands. Thought he'd go down a little faster. Do I need to stop? 7:30. Am I going to be able to get back before the sun goes down? Yeah, I should be able to get to my car. I was thinking of getting a drink of water, but we're actually okay on hydration. The water pump is safe. Alright, let's just get in before we lose the light. Hey there, ants. Don't mind me. The ants are really spread out. Body side, huh? Nah, nothing out there I care about. Yeah, let's... Ah, you actually got me. Let's play guess where the tank drove from. Well, that wasn't good. Smacked right into him with my hand-to-hand fighting. Fun mode, please. I'm getting more than a little worried about my condition. Alright, is there anything I could... I got no space to grab anything. Yeah, let's at least check this. Really? Light machine gun only has... Oh, LMG stands for... Is that their light machine gun? Or is that the... Yeah, I guess it is. 32 rounds is nothing, though. That's weird. Alright, well, I'm not as impressed. I thought that was going to have a belt of ammo. Where's the Barrett? Barrett's over there under the matchbook. I could grab the Barretts. Yeah, Barrett's really all I care about. Well, there's the M60 with 500 rounds of 308. So, one of them did have the big clip. Or belt. That one's empty. Don't care. That's got most of the good stuff. Oh, it's even got 10 rounds for the Barrett. Cool. Wield the Barrett. I got no room for almost anything else. Dark awful quick. Alright, yay, we have a Barrett.